you as an artist, how would you price your art? Diba?
Oo, di ba?
Oh,
Actually.
so,
Is there
may
a-
demand and supply ba dyan that's going on?
Is there a
Ano?
framework you follow or is like a strategy?
Dapat you're entering the market, dapat hindi ka lalagpas dito sa price na to, ganyan. Or you're selling na your 10th one, so dapat the minimum you would take is ganitong amount.
May
Tell
nakikita
us
akong
about that.
artwork na
Yeah.
parang super basic pero how come it's priced like that?
Yung
Diba?
Mona Lisa, ganun.
Yung
1 billion. Diba?
Yeah, oh my gosh, you guys have so much interesting questions.
Welcome to the Homegrown Podcast, where we highlight inspiring stories from Tugigarao's own professionals, artists, creators, and community leaders. Born and bred in Tugigarao, we dive into real talks on career, growth, and the hustle of building something meaningful. Whether you're chasing your dream or still finding your path, the Homegrown Podcast is here to remind you greatness begins at home.
In today's episode, we're joined by none other than Jean Abordo. She is an abstract visual artist, a photographer, and arts and culture advocate from Tuguegarao City, Cagayan. She earned her AB in Arts Management from De La Salle College of St. Benilde in 2016.
Jean's work, particularly her In Transit series, beautifully explores childhood memories, introspective reflections, and her aspirations. She represented Cagayan Valley at both Luzon Art Fair and Visayas Art Fair and was a semi-finalist in the Cagayan Art and Creative Writing Awards.
Her solo exhibition, Nowhere, Now Here, at the Cagayan Museum and Historical Research Center, and her outreach project, Soul Vitamins, reflect her deep commitment to both art and community. Just recently, she was selected to showcase her work at MoCAF Manila, the Modern and Contemporary Art Festival happening this July 11 to 13. Let's give another warm welcome to Jean Abordo.
Hello,
Good to have
hello.
you.
Yes,
hello.
hello,
Thank
hello.
you for accepting our invitation.
Yes, maraming salamat to both of you.
I just want to say, I dressed up for this. Na ikaw yung guest namin, ganun. Si Angelo, nire-represent tayo sa ano. Some people not from here is gonna see this.
Yeah.
Sabi, so ito, my wife personally chose na isuot ko. Nilagay niya pa tong this
Kaya
one para
pala.
daw magmukhang artsy.
Yes!
Shout out to my wife.
Yes!
Yay.
Good job, Daph.
So, kamusta? It's been a while, no?
Mhm, mhm.
Kailan pa tayo last nag-usap? I think
I don't know, grabe.
college.
Just probably college, no?
Yeah.
Ang daming nangyari.
And yeah, pandemic happened. So, so many things to catch up on. And dito tayo nag-catch up, guys. Woo!
So, let's go first sa early life mo. And can you share some early memories na that sparked your creative instinct?
Oh, yeah.
As an artist.
Wow. Siguro, earliest memory na sa tingin kong medyo mulat ako to understanding what art is. And siguro nung mga past few years ko lang siya na backtrack since the whole pandemic happened. So parang kailangan mag-isip ka kung ano ba yung gusto mong gawin. So honestly, I started with ballet. So dance was honestly my first love.
Like, which part to
Wasn't
ng
ballet.
life mo?
From preschool hanggang grade 3 actually.
Meron bang ganun
May
sa
ballet.
Tuge?
Meron.
Ba?
So, actually, alam niyo yung grandstand? Sa ilalim ng grandstand sa St. Paul. Di ba may parang room doon?
Oh!
Di ba? Remember? So,
Alam ko nga.
may mga mirrors doon. So, doon talaga may ballet sessions. May isang teacher kami. And yung mga good friends ko, mga female good friends ko, actually, doon kami first nag-meet as toddlers. I don't know. How do you call it? Ano ba? Ang cute pa namin no na ka-ballet outfit. And then may mga rehearsal sa LRC pa ginagawa.
Mhm.
So, and then I stopped grade 3 kasi parang siguro medyo, I've been doing it for the past years.
Wala na yun ngayon, no?
Wala na nga, unfortunately.
Did it end with your batch or go on pa?
Parang meron another batch, pero few lang sila. But, honestly, yun yung dance really was my first love. And hindi, di ba, you've never
No,
I
hindi.
was dancing.
I don't think I will, pero yeah, I love dancing. And then, probably like grade 4, nagkaroon ako ng, sort of understanding also na, kumakanta pala ako. So, yung may kwento. So, I think magkaklase tayo nun. And then, merong teacher na parang buwan ng wika thing siya. So, every buwan ng wika, ano nangyayari? Kailangan may mag-volunteer. Pero hindi ako nag-volunteer. So, parang may guidance counselor na pumasok na, ito, kaya niya yan. Sa tingin ko, kaya niya yung kumanta. Kasi parang kailangan kundiman song. So, and parang, paano iintindihin ng isang 8-year-old, 9-year-old ang kundiman song?
Yeah.
So parang dinala ako sa guidance office, kabang-kaba ako kasi, oh my God, bakit ako i-guidance? Diba? Anong ginawa ko? Hindi ko maalala, pero guy siya na guidance counselor nung time na yun. And
Ano
then,
yun?
yeah,
Paano yun? Ano nga ba? Kasi alam ko lang yung word pero hindi ako sure talaga sa ano yung kundiman song?
kundiman,
What's that?
diba, is very, traditional
Traditional
Filipino
Filipino
song.
I see. Tapos,
It's a love song usually. Parang ganun.
okay.
Or sometimes medyo parang for the love of the country yung mga songs. Parang ganun. Kasi buwan ng wika.
I've heard you sing. Sobrang galing mo. I know of that.
Yeah.
Pero paano kaya na ikaw as a child, late nyo nalaman na magaling kang kumanta? Gano'n?
Oo, yeah. Yeah. So, yun nga, nag-guidance ako. So sabi ko siya, sorry.
Oh,
Shucks.
that's fine.
It's okay,
Cussing
okay.
is allowed in here.
In this
podcast.
Sabi ko, shucks, how do I get through this? Kasi tinatanong niya ako, anong pinakikinggan mo sa radyo? Kasi uso nun, di ba, radyo? If Ain't Got You po. Ni Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys.
Tapos sige nga, ano mo?
Sample, sabi niya. Sample.
So pinakanta niya ako. Tapos sabi niya, so kaya mo bang kantahin tong song na to? Bakit po? Sabi ko. Tapos nag-iisip ako, sabi ko, ano bang contest to? Kaso ang mga ka-compete ko of that time were also from other sections. In fact, si Pami na best friend ko was part of the roster.
Magaling siya kumanta,
Yeah,
diba?
diba?
Totoo ba?
Oo. Multi-talented din si Pam.
Shout out kay Pam. So yun, so parang syempre hindi ko maintindihan anong gustong mangyari kasi pull out ka sa classroom. And then, di ba, ayaw mo ng hassle in life. Ba't ako ipupull out sa classroom?
Totoo.
Oh my
Street
gosh.
cred kaya yun.
Oo.
Yung kapag yung lalabas ka sa classroom mo,
Lahat
sasali
kami.
ka sa sports o ganyan.
Pero-
Siyempre, paglabas mo, say, babay ka sa mga street cred yun. Di ba?
Oo nga pero siguro, I guess, yung how I was put in a room to sing wasn't something I expected. And then, umuwi ako sa bahay. Sabi ko sa nanay ko, kailangan ng Filipiniana costume. So si mama bilang parang, syempre, you guys know how supportive my mom is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sabi niya, hala, saan tayo bibili niyan? Okay, sige, try ako mag-find. Pero anong gagawin mo? Kakanta daw ako. Tapos mabinigyan ako ng side A, side B na track. O di ba ang hirap i-repeat para aralin yung lyrics? Until sabi ng nanay, hindi, sige, parang kaya mo naman. Parang ganon. Hindi ako nagpa-practice sa bahay kasi pinapractice ko siya in school. May teacher na kung sino ka man, sir, maraming salamat sa'yo, nalaman ko na kumakanta ako. Hindi ko alam na kumakanta ako. And then, yun, I got on stage and then na-realize ko, okay, I can sing.
Mamaya sa last segment baka you could give us a short sample kasi
Sige, tingnan
i-bless mo lahat to hear your voice. Wow.
Sige,
Ang galing
sige,
talaga.
tingnan natin.
Ang galing.
OMG.
Do you remember that moment nung kakanta ka? Like,
Yeah.
do you remember kinabahan ka ba? Or was it natural to you?
As in like shaking? Kasi,
Shaking ka ba?
bakit ako dadalhin sa guidance office? Tapos parang ang in memory ko 3 days before yung contest. Kasi parang walang gustong mag-volunteer sa classroom natin kung sino man, bakit ba wala nag-volunteer nun. Tapos parang hindi ko siya ma-explain into words siguro na, ano to? It's just coming out, ganon. So, hindi ko siya naiintindihan. Tapos dumating na rin yung time na lagi na lang akong nilalagay sa stage.
Oh.
So parang na-desynthesize ka as a young child na, sige, all the nerves, every time I have that microphone na parang, di ba, yung ganun. No.
When you started, magaling ka kagad, would you say that? Or
I don't,
did you hit every note? Ganun, or
I don't
hindi mo
remember,
sure?
but I do remember watching the video na parang, oh my God, kinaya niya yun. Yung as a child, kinaya niya yun. Ganun.
Kasi ako naririnig na kitang kumakanta noon. Tapos ngayon, sometimes you post sa stories mo, mas lalong gumaling ka talaga
Oh, thank you.
Totoo. Mamaya guys,
Thank you.
promise.
Thank you. Yeah. So yun, ballet, and then singing, and then I did sports. Diba? He knows that.
Badminton.
Yeah. Nag-shift ako kasi sabi ko, I'm boring. So, meron akong toxic trait noon na I leave something na alam kong it's over and then move to another thing. I keep on exploring. So, yun naman yung parang na-find out ko na rin na parang kaya ko palang mag-change ng whatever. Parang I can just do that, leave, and then try another one. Parang hindi ako natatakot mag-try ng something new. Yun naman yata yun, as a child. So yun. And then nag-gitara na. Nag-start na mag-gitara.
Oo nga pala.
Yeah. So thanks to a teacher ulit na
Grade school din to.
grade school. Ang una kong nalaman na song was Crazy For You. Sobrang classic. So, yun. And then, nalaman ko din na mas madaming kanta na yun lang ang progression sa chord. Di ba? Na kahit ulit-ulitin mo at the same lang yung strum mo, yun at yun lang.
Kaya nga.
At what part of your life was photography?
So, si photography, hindi ko alam, na kasi may digicam na nun. So, Canon PowerShot pa yung uso nun, na ganyan lang kaliit. But, lagi lang ako may bit-bit. So, yun naman yung nakakatawa. Lagi lang may bit-bit. And then, whatever, picturean ko yung plants dun sa corridor, yung teacher na nakatalikod kasi hindi naman niya nakita na may, wala namang, pwede mo pala i-off yung flash, ganun. And then, mga grade 5 siguro, medyo uso na yung pagiging digital. Nasa digital, na tayong lahat. Yeah, oo.
Welcome, SLRs. Din yung age na yun, di ba?
Yeah, medyo nag-emerge na. So, nagbibit-bit ako. Kasi, ang isip ko naman is, pag nag-graduate kami ng grade 6, at least I get to keep whatever pictures I have of my friends. So, parang wala akong makakalimutan. And may archive talaga ako meant for that. I still have the photos.
I know.
Alam mo?
Sensya minsan nung
memes mo.
bata ako. May memes. Grabe. You kept everything.
Yeah, I kept everything. So,
you must have a lot of storage. No?
I have a lot of stories also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yun. Photography wasn't exactly like an art thing. It's more of an archival thing for me. So, lagi lang may bit-bit.
Parang for memories.
Yeah, oo. Parang nice to know na meron ka, ganun.
Pero, nag-evolve ba siya into something na art? Like sabi mo?
Talagang documenting. Tinignan ko yung mga pictures parang it's more of people, plants, butterflies, flowers. Ganun siya, yeah.
Pero as far as I remember, were you joining mga NSPC, mga
oo, pero
conferences?
I think hindi ko, earliest memory ko I think was high school.
Yeah.
Na nagsusulat, marunong pala ako magsulat. Marunong pala ako magsulat. So, may iba na naman akong na-access na
writing,
creativity. So, writing activity. And I guess nagamit ko siya in certain ways of how I build creativity within me. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then post high school, how did you finally decide na going college, you wanted to take up something related to art?
One day, I was walking inside the guidance office. Sabi ko, ganda nitong parang thick book siya. Tapos all green. Nuksan ko. De La Salle, College of St. Benilde. Nuksan ko. Photography. Music production. Arts management. Oh my God. So, nasa arts ako. Yung exam ng Benilde was crazy. It was all visual. And abstract yung grabe. Yung parang i-connect the dots mo talaga yung mga shapes and colors. And then nilalaman ko yung result, napasa ko yung 3 courses. I just have to choose. So I chose Arts management.
Arts management.
Yeah. Kasi I still wanted to be practical. Even if hindi ko naiintindihan yung aspect nun. Technically, arts management is, by definition, is the study of arts education, law, and business.
Curious nga ako kung ano
yeah.
ba yung pinag-aaralan doon, arts management.
So, di ba parang na-target niya na yung mga things I wanna become, I guess, nung time na yun.
How was the college life? How was the experience of being
Actually,
in arts management?
So, since confused nga ako, na hindi ko naman talaga tinatanggap na nasa creatives ako, ang dami kong in-explore. Kasi meron kaming option to learn about the whole entirety of what art means. So, I tried photography. Yes, nag-photographer. Actually, nag-scholar ako kasi sabi ko, para at least, di ba, mababawasan yung tuition fee ko. And then I get to use photography. Nagpo-photography ako or nagsushoot ako for NCAA basketball. Yeah! Yeah, pupunta ako sa mga ganun. As in the MOA Arena, ganun, how crazy it is. Nagko-cover talaga ako, ganun. Other Benilde events. So I tried doing that. Nag-videography din ako for a couple of projects, I think. Nagsusulat din ako for Benilde website. Dami ko in-explore. Nag-theater ako. Hindi halata.
May nare-recall ako.
na nag-theater ako.
Oo.
Yeah. Pero hindi ako into acting kasi hindi ko kaya yung acting side. So, nasa marketing promotions team ako. And then, yun na, parang nag-start ng may curatorial na. Sabi ko, oh, visual arts na to. Kanina, performance art yung ginagawa ko. The following day, parang biglang visual arts. Ano kaya nangyayari? Parang tinatry ko lahat na tignan kung ano kaya yung pwede kong gawin. And then, kasi may pressure na ano kayong pwedeng career after this? Sinasabi nila, nasa arts and business ka.
Oo.
Paano ba to?
Oo nga. Paano
Sabi
nga
kong
ba?
ganun.
Maybe that just goes to show na there are a lot of opportunities in the
I
art,
guess, yeah.
art scene, diba?
Mm-mm,
It's like
mm-mm.
you can do theater, dance,
Mm-mm.
whatever.
Mm-mm.
Like in essence, everything is art. Diba?
Mm-mm.
Parang,
Totoo, yeah.
So for you, was it innate, natural, yung adaptation mo towards it?
Siguro dahil lumaki din ako na sobrang sinisigurado ko na ino-overthink ko in a sense. Sabi ko, explore ko to. Tapos bahala na, ganun.
Pagka-graduate mo ba, umuwi ka na sa
Umuwi ako dito. So,
agad? Like, right after?
right after. So, after, kasi 2015 nun, supposedly gagraduate na ako ng December. But may nangyaring overlap with the K-12, if you remember, na parang nag-adjust lahat ng school system to accommodate the next year ata.
Yung date of start ng school parang naging June, July.
Oo,
something
parang
like
ganun,
that.
di ba? So,
I remember
na-push
that.
back yung graduation namin ng isang term. So, I had to wait for 6 months. Umuwi akong tugi.
Okay.
Medyo, yung parang feeling mo na alien ka.
Diba? Ngayon feel ko yun eh. Parang,
Di ba?
kahit 4 years lang yun, parang ang dami nangyari.
Ang dami nangyari. And you feel like, I'm supposed to belong here in Tuge. But, parang foreigner ako. Alien ako dito. Yeah. And, I think doon na nag-give birth ako to In Transit Project. Doon na siya nag-hit na I started traveling and sumama ko sa mom ko sa Baguio. Sabi ko, parang kakaiba tong Baguio. May hangin siya. May certain hangin
May
siya.
amoy.
Oo. Very nostalgic when you're there.
Yeah.
Napag-isip-isip ko na parang gusto kong mag-creative project kasi yun yung pinag-aralan ko. So, tignan natin na paano ko ma-find yung sarili ko by just, telling stories. Kasi dun pa lang, sabi ko, gusto ko talagang magkwento sa kahit anong paraan. And photography yung
Sige nga.
usual format ko,
Share ka nga
diba?
about dyan, dun sa In Transit.
Oh, yeah.
Gaano na siya katagal now?
Now,
Ano?
magte-10 years na siya next year. Woo!
Congratulations. Ang galing.
Yes, 1 decade
To
next
be that
year.
dedicated, 10 years ka sa project mo.
Oo. Hindi ko siya inisip super noong una. Sabi ko, punta lang ako sa mga lugar na sa tingin kong hindi pa naikukwento. And one kwento at a time. So, sinimulan ko siya with the Baguio thing. And then, sumama ako sa friends ko na nagtitesis about Bohol.
Mhm.
So, para, di ba, may ibang kwento sa Visayas, ganun.
Yeah.
And then, thanks to Isaac, nagkaroon ako ng Hong Kong friends. So, yun
Isaac,
naman.
Isaac.
Yeah, nag-Isaac ako nung college.
Ano yun?
It's a international organization.
Okay.
Marami kaming pinaglalaban. Pero it's more of like an international exchange and yung mga
Gets.
world development projects, yun.
Mhm.
So, at least nagkaroon ako ng friends in Hong Kong. So, parang medyo, I think nandun nang galing yung confidence ko mag-travel, magsulat, magkwento, at mag-document. And, sa Hong Kong ko siguro talaga na nag-come into full circle siya na, kaya kong mag-commute mag-isa. So, ako, tapang-tapangan nation ako. Pagdating ko Hong Kong hapon na yun, sabi ko, nagugutom ako pero gusto ko ng masarap na dim sum. Google tayo. Pagtingin ko, shucks, 3 stations away. Kaya ko ba to? Pinuntahan ko. Yun lang yung pinuntahan ko. Iba yung exit. So, I mean, I guess I learned from there na mas lalakas ako yung loob ko kasi kailangan kong bumalik.
May
Oo.
language barrier ba dun at that time? Maraming nakaka-English naman.
Merong nag-i-English pero nakaka-intimidate, di ba?
Yeah.
Di ba? Parang,
Yes.
oo.
Tapos bata ka, no? Di ba?
Tapos ang ginawa ko, pinuntahan ko kasi nag-research din ako na may mga places na heritage yung Hong Kong na before pa sila nasakop ng British, mga ganun. Pinuntahan ko yun. And then, pinuntahan ko din yung mga art parts ng city. Tapos, nagpa-guide ako with friends. Sabi ko, parang tinatamaan na talaga ako dito sa pag-i-transit ko. Literally and figuratively. And, pag uwi ko sa Manila, parang I can't help but wonder. Sabi ko, parang medyo lumakas na yung loob ko. Na okay lang palang magkwento, kahit medyo nakakatakot magsulat. Kasi to be honest, scary yung internet that time for me na medyo bago siya. Na ang babasahin mo siya eh. So, paano magka-come across yung gusto mong i-communicate?
Oo.
Medyo mahirap.
At saka
Alam mo yun, yung parang...
Kung nafe-feel nyo, yung nahiya kayong mag-post minsan. Ganun. Grabe.
Kayo ba, parang meron ba kayong experience before? Ano siya, era of 2015, 2016, mga ganun?
Friendster ba to? Or may Facebook,
Facebook
na?
na. May
na.
Facebook na tayo nun.
I think nung time nung grade school to high school, parang wala ka pang pake masyado. Pero nung medyo nagka-college ka na parang, I have to like fix whatever I post kasi it can affect whatever.
Yeah.
And it can be used against you, diba?
Oo.
Totoo yan.
Cancelable agad.
Cancelable
Yes,
agad.
sir. Yes, sir.
So dati pala, you were one of the first na mga travel vlog kung
Medyo, yeah.
Diba? If you think about it.
Nagvo-vlog ako. Ginawa ko din siya.
Would you say yung Hong Kong ang pinaka-notable mong pinuntahan? Yung pinaka-nagbigay ng impact sa'yo?
Yeah, I
Hong
guess
Kong?
so. Kasi to be in a different space, to protect yourself, I guess, as a woman traveler that time, and to actually enjoy getting lost. Kasi ang dami kong beses na wala
I think yun yung
mag-commute.
tagline mo, di ba? Lost in transit, yun ba? Or,
Initially, parang
I
dumating
remember
yun.
that.
Oo, na
Oo.
parang lost in transit. Kasi lost in translation, lost in transit literally. Oo. Yeah, and kayo, parang ewan ko nabasa nyo ba yung mga sinulat ko of that time. Sobrang lost niya.
Oo naman.
Sobrang lost niya. And I guess parang kailangan yata natin yon. Kayo ba? May ganun ba kayong moment na parang do you feel like may in-transit moment ba kayo noong time? Kasi magkaka-age tayo, di ba? Diba? Let's be real.
Madami.
I think always in transit.
Tama.
Hanggang ngayon naman
Hanggang
eh.
ngayon, like, it wasn't just a phase.
Oo.
Yeah. So it happens.
Mm-mm.
So this was college, di ba? Yung Hong Kong mo na yun, and then after college, you went back to Tuguegarao.
Yes.
Yung 6 months na yun. And then yung first job mo, what was your first job before?
So, ang pinaka-surprising dun was, I got contacted ng isa sa mga mentors ko. Hello, Miss Din Araneta. She was my, that time, arts management, parang siya yung nagsusupervise sa aming lahat. So, I got an offer na sabi niya, would you be willing to help Art Fair Philippines? Oh, sabi ko, oh my gosh. Thank you, Miss Din, for thinking of me. As in, like, grateful all the time. Until now. Kinabahan ako kasi nag-intern ako with them before graduating. And I know, kasi parang they were in their 3rd year, I think, of that time, sa fair, how big of a scale it is and how varied yung magiging experience siguro. Natakot din ako in a way. But sige po, sabi ko, I would love to help. Try ko po kung paano, sabi ko.
Oo. So, pumunta ka.
Pumunta ako. And then, nung natanggap naman ako, I moved to Makati na. So, dito na siya nag-start na parang workaholic gene.
Matagal ka doon?
Ang tagal ko doon, yes, matagal ako doon. And still with them, actually, until now. Ang dami kong sigurong naaral din because being with them was truly like a life's treasure being with them.
Question lang sa inyo. Siyempre, you've mentioned art market. You as an artist, how would you price your art? Diba?
Oo, diba?
So,
Is there
may demand and supply ba dyan that's going on?
Is there a framework you follow or is like a strategy?
Dapat you're entering the market, dapat hindi ka lalagpas dito sa price na to, ganyan. Or you're selling na your 10th one, so dapat the minimum you would take is ganitong amount.
May nakikita
That's
akong
about
artwork
that.
na parang super basic pero how come it's priced like that?
Yung
Diba?
Mona Lisa, ganun.
Yung
1 billion. Diba?
Yeah, oh my gosh, you guys have so much interesting questions kasi ito yung pinakamahirap sagutin. So for every artist, meron siyang certain type of art na pwedeng i-produce, right? So depende sa medium niya. Yun din yung magiging, i-consider natin to value the work, the art piece. If matagal na siya sa industriya, meron ding added factor yun. Kung yung type of medium niya na ginagawa niya is also, baka kung simple lang siya or complex din siya, dun din natin siya ipipresyo. Wala siyang standard format, I guess. Kailangan din kasi may certain, may binibuild ka ding portfolio mo to have a certain price. But if you're unsure, you can ask me the joke.
I'll sell it for you.
Arts manager, let's go.
Let's go.
We can talk about it, I guess. And siguro, meron kasing, iba-iba kasi yung types of artists siguro na parang depende din sa kanya how comfortable. May artist na ayaw magbenta ng work. May artist na gusto niya ito yung valuation niya para hindi din naman, parang gusto niya na fulfilled na siya to a certain degree, amount. Diba? Kayo ba? Gusto niyo ba magbenta ng work?
Wala akong work eh.
I'm already selling mine kung art man to. I think in a way, maybe.
Yeah. So, if ever, it's a very personal conversation between an artist, a gallery, a person who would mentor an artist. It's very personal, I guess.
Yeah.
Pero yun yung mga things na we need to consider na how far you've come along, ganon. Ikaw sa sarili mo, ano sa tingin mo ba yung worth? Ano yung mga ginastos mo? Materyales, pintura, paintbrushes, canvas, dikit, glue, wood.
Time.
Time, definitely. Yeah.
And I think very subjective rin kasi yung pricing if you think about it. Kasi someone can buy that certain art piece depending on his capacity, his
Correct.
amount of need dun sa artwork, kung gaano niya gusto talaga yung artist and all, or scarcity of the artwork ng artist. Diba?
Correct. Oo, medyo malaking, mayroon ding play around the scarcity thing. Kasi minsan, yung mga artist na less mag-produce, parang gigil din yung mga tao, di ba, mag-collect. May ganon. And yun.
The same with watches. And then,
Yes, that's true. Because watches are type of art di ba? Yeah.
So how do you actually monitor the artworks done by the artists? So apart from fairs, are there any other venues we can look for?
Good thing that we have social media. Kasi mas naging accessible na yung mga activities ng mga artists. And then si mga artists, well, most of us, medyo mas public na nilang na they get to share. Even if it's a scary thing to do, di ba, na ipapublish ko yung art ko. Matatakot ba ako sa copyright? Matatakot ba akong, kasi baka may similar type of art. Pero parang na-break natin na yung barrier of that. Maybe in 2014, 2016, medyo may ganong type of fear. But since nagkaroon ng emergence to social media, the Gen Zs, the Gen Alphas, parang wala nang fear of sharing.
Yes.
Yeah, di ba? Parang medyo
Put it out
break
there.
loose. Yeah. So, yeah, parang maganda yung ngayon na everybody's out there trying their best to be a lot more creative.
Yan, ngayon. So, let's talk about you naman. What kind of artist si Jean Abordo?
Dahil gusto ko magkwento, ang sinasabi ko, I'm a storyteller. So, I like being called a storyteller.
Okay.
Dahil ang dami kong in-explore na medium, nag-photography ako, nag-videography ako, nag-graphic design ako, minsan kumakanta ako, tumutugtog ako. And then suddenly, nagpe-paint ako. So parang, ang dami kong gustong ikwento. And then finally, nagka-chance ako na ikwento ko. Sinimulan ko siya with my childhood. So yun. I liked how I had to find myself. Pero si 5-year-old self ko yung lumabas na pwede pala siyang nandyan magkwento na, in certain things, na abstract yung nakita kong medium. Ayun, nag-end up ako sa abstract.
Ano ang process mo dun?
Like,
Paano ka mag-start ng piece?
Okay.
Game ba agad? Or kasi compare lang to what I do. Like sa videography, pag yung I want to show something, nagsustoryboard ako, I make plans, ganun.
True.
Execution, blah, 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 ganun. Sa'yo ba? You just, nandyan lang ba, and then you let it flow, ganun? Or
okay.
nagpa-plan, ganyan ka rin?
Madami na akong parang isinulat the writer in me kasi. So kapag meron akong ino-overthink, sinusulat ko siya kahit notes lang or nagno-notes ako, tapos na-realize ko na, yung notes ko parang may mga certain drawings pala na gamitin ko kaya to. Kasi mayroon akong tinatawag na blobs. Ginamit ko yung blobs as dun sa first exhibition ko in reference to my being a childlike. Yung mga gusto kong ikwento about my childhood. Yung blobs, dun siya lagi nagsistart. Kapag nagpipaint ako, yung mga parang mukha siyang clouds.
Okay.
Yun yung nagustuhan ko kasi parang blob siya. So parang thought process siya na inilagay mo siya sa isang malaking blob. Yeah. So dun ko siya ini-start lagi.
Like comparing it to mine na naman na pag may plan ako, ganyan, kung I'm going out for a shoot, may plan ako, hindi naman nasusunod talaga yun eh.
Hindi.
Yung may mga nangyayari doon na you just have to let happen.
Nasa Singapore kami noon, binisit ko siya kasi parang I have a lot of questions in mind na paano ba mag-build ng community? Parang does it just come naturally? Kasi 'di ba, parang ang thought process ko noon, ginawa ko kasi was gumawa ko ng Facebook group sa mga taong nakikitaan ko ng creativity.
So, party ako doon.
Sino mga yan?
Party ako doon. Andun si Van.
Kung sino yung mga nandun.
Si Van.
Sorry, inad ko kayo sa isang Facebook group at tinawag nating Tugigaraw Creatives Collective.
I remember people from there. One na maalala ko is my classmate nung grade school, si Hench.
Yeah! Si Hench!
Si Hench, lagi ko nakikita may mga stickers, drawing. I think meron nga siyang comics eh.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
Henchman draws.
Meron.
O diba, mga one of the artists na we need to like...
Homegrown.
Yes!
Homegrown.
Kailangan natin siyang nakikita yung works niya.
So, how long does it usually take for you to finish ang isang artwork mo?
That artwork. So, yung pinaka-grabe was the first exhibition kasi it was half a year. So, each work na natapos ko was probably a month and a half.
I think one of the similarities natin is yung when you have an idea, You just write it down.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
And then maybe eventually you'll do it, diba?
Mm-mm.
So throughout these projects, parang gumagawa ka ba, in and out ka, like, okay, I'll make it today and then tomorrow, pwedeng hindi, pwedeng oo. Ganun ba yung style mo?
Nagkaka-block ka ba? Do you know what it
Ooh.
is? Yung ano yung tawag dun?
Creative block, yeah. Grabe, yes. Meron akong season na ang lakas nung energy na ipipinta ko siya kahit puyat ako. Tapos babangon ako. Ganun. May
Tas
ganun
meron
naman.
yung,
na parang,
meron naman yung pinipilit mo yung sarili
Oo,
mong
na-
gawin.
tapos you beat yourself with the deadline.
Mm.
Eh wala naman deadline.
Feel ko yun.
Ikaw, how do you handle that pag nagkakaroon ka?
Ng creative block. I write. I think yun yung parang magandang outlet is writing talaga. Kahit ano siya, mga kung ano-anong words
Mm.
or yung feeling mo lang of that time.
So for you, it passes yung mga ganyan mo. You wait it
Medyo
out
matagal.
or you do something na pang pa-overcome. Ganun.
Mm-mm.
You wait it out? Both.
I wait it out and then if I get impatient, I do something extreme.
Yun.
Yun.
I do
Ikaw,
I do something.
Seba.
What kind of
Ako-
extreme do you do?
A lot of extreme. Minsan, yung daily life ko kasi, I just do sports talaga. Like, I get out of the world of whatever and live.
Oo.
I live,
You lift.
maybe do a new sport,
Correct.
or it may not be a new sport, like I motorcycle. Parang may mga ganun na it takes you out of the mind space, diba? Pero in a way, doing those things, dun nagkiklik yung mga ideas eh. Pag minsan nagmamotor ako,
Dun
dun lumalabas.
lumalabas.
Tapos,
Galing
shit,
ninyo.
saan yung notes ko? Saan yung notes ko? O kaya minsan pag tumatakbo ako or nag-gym, like, inviting you, actually, I thought of it when I was in the gym. Oh, si Jean, I remember, she's an artist. And then, chinat ko agad sila. And then, all. So, I think that helps a lot. Yung mga
Oo.
ganun na.
Ikaw, may something extreme ka ba?
Yung sa akin yun, sobrang hirap pag nakakaroon ako ng ganito kasi I'm trying to do it as a career na. So, I have to keep going. Meron na talaga akong mga deadlines. So, sometimes wala akong choice. So, I just tell myself to, shut the fuck up. Nagsasabi sa akin kasi feeling ko it's another me na saying, tama na muna, ganun, okay lang yan, ganyan. I just tell that person, shut the fuck up.
Sometimes I think helpful din yun eh. Like, for your health. I mean, I can't complain, but I have to do whatever it takes to save a life, di ba?
We got dreams to chase, boys.
Ganun.
Meron din akong ginagawa na nagkukulay lang na yung parang ilalabas mo lang yung kulay ng certain marker, ganyan. Parang ano kayang pwedeng gawin dito? Pag mix ko kaya yung white tsaka yung pink, ano kayang mangyayari ulit? Yung mga ganon na parang, and then extreme yung music na gagawin ko. Parang mag-emo punk rock ako, tapos mamaya mag-OPM ako. So, K-pop ako. Naghahanap ako sa YouTube na ano kayang mga bagong P-pop ganyan na mga pwedeng panoorin.
Ano sabi mo?
P-pop. Yeah.
SB19.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Shout out
Shout
kay Stel.
out.
Charot.
Kala mo mga tropa natin yung mga takits ulit sa
Meron bang homegrown dyan?
Shout out sa Bini. Kay Bini Mika. Yun. I've tried to find the extremes na yung hindi ko pa nadadaanan. And then I watch a lot of films. Parang it helps na syempre parang ang saya pag may nahanap ka na, oh my God, ang ganda nun. May click na, magsusulat na ako. Tapos
Siya mo rin
titignan
gumawa
ko na.
ng maganda.
Oo.
We'll be back after this break.
This episode is proudly brought to you by our platinum sponsor, Ong Pediatric and Dental Clinic. Looking for a trusted medical and dental care for your family? Welcome to Ong Pediatric and Dental Clinic, your reliable partner in child, family, and dental wellness. Located at second floor of Chuapo's Restaurant, Luna and Magallanes Streets, Centro 2, Tuguegarao City. Dr. Chari Ong, a pediatrician and a healthcare advocate, offers compassionate care for children, from consultations and immunizations. For your smile, Dr. Robert Ong, general and cosmetic dentist, brings years of gentle expertise, from braces and root canals to whitening, crowns, dentures, and many more. Open Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Sundays by appointment. Book now at 0917-578-3195 for dental services or 0917-511-3919 for pediatrics. Because at Ong Pediatric and Dental Clinic, your child's wellness and your family's smiles are always at the heart of what we do. What began as a small pediatric clinic has now grown into a dedicated space for healing. From one doctor to a team. From serving children, parents, and even grandparents. For 25 years, we've watched families grow, and now it's time we grow with them. Our vision is to be a trusted, family-oriented, multi-specialty clinic known for quality of service, patient-oriented care across all ages. Because your health matters at every age, in every season. Tugigarao Child and Adult Care Clinic. Healthcare that grows with you.
Okay, Jean, balik tayo dun sa pinag-uusapan natin a while ago. Yung Tugigarao Creatives Collectives.
Yes.
What
Pasensya
about
na
it?
puro mga tongue twister yung...
Sadya ata yun.
Meron pa later, one of her
Yung
projects,
linguistics mo.
Nowhere, Now, Here.
Yeah.
It took me a while to say that kasi syempre, had to make sure.
Yeah. So back in 2018, I was already working. I was trying to find myself na sana makabalik ako ng tuge somewhere, somehow. Someday, na sana masabi ko, makapractice naman ako dito. Parang ang nakakapagod sa lakhang kamay nilaan. Yes!
I agree.
Homegrown eh.
Oo, yes!
Homegrown.
So sabi ko, I'll see kung sino yung mga tao sa tingin ko creative. So I started parang, nung una, tuge, art group. Ang pangit nung name. Basta inad ko 10 people. So, yun. And then I threw the idea with one of my good friends, si attorney, Lawrence Esteban. Shout out. Shout out,
hi.
Lawrence.
Hi, Lawrence.
And I also met si Hench by chance. Si Hench Dulin, one of our Tugigarao illustrator. Diba?
Hey, hi,
Yes.
Hench.
Hi,
Shout out
Hench.
right there, right there.
So anyway, it started with that. Sabi ko, I need a friend na talaga ding artist, practicing, and then finding their way. Si Hench, ang uso kasi nung 2015 to 2017, Tumblr. Ewan ko kung nagka-Tumblr kayo, Tumblr era. Sa Tumblr era, puro pictures. Kaya din medyo mas high intensity ang photography nun. Kasi nawala ang multiply. So parang yung mga millennials, tinatry nilang mag-shift to Facebook, pero hindi kasi same format. So si Tumblr ang closest na you can write, you can express yourself, mag-photography ka. Doon ko na-meet si Hench. And then to actually meet him with the same mind na parang, sige, hanap tayo ng iba nating friends na nagpo-photography or nag-graphic design. Mag-a-add ako ng mga taong sa tingin ko nagkukulay, ganun. Tapos nag-add kami. And then lumaki yung group. Naka-meet kami ng probably around 50 more people, and then nag-build kami ng parang Q&A section every Fridays. Now we get a chance to see kung ano yung head ng isang creative na different practicing. So hindi lang siya photographer. May na-meet kami na nagko-costume, gumagawa siya ng costumes. So parang cosplaying but not really.
Stylist, parang gano'n.
Parang
siya.
ganon, di ba? Parang may taga-tuge na ganon. He's older than us and he's abroad pero he wants to come back to tuge and practice again, parang ganon. So we met him. Nagka-clown
Can
nga
we-
daw siya nung time din na yun. And then we met mga illustrators, web designers. Ang dami pala sa tuge na mas technology-based din ng art. Parang ganda na nice siya. Hindi lang traditional artist yung na-meet namin. Kasi parang everybody's on Facebook. So may kumakanta, nagigitara.
Yes.
Yes, ang dami nila. May mga musicians din doon. And then yung may mga nakitaan ako na potential, may message nila ako na, Jean, ano ba yan? Ba't mo ko inad doon? Hindi naman ako artist. Kala mo lang yun, sabi ko. Pero tingnan mo, na-hook ka na, di ba? Na you're starting to ask the right questions. I've met, ang dami, parang, it's wonderful to have that pull of energy to be creative. Tapos parang, nag-ano din kami, nag-BGC Expo Fair kami nun one time na naglabas kami ng mga stickers, postcards. Yun,
Ano yun? Sarili niyong event? Ganun?
may event na parang Comic Something Expo in BGC back in 2018. And then, sabi ko, alam mo, pundahan natin, let's buy the booth. And then, bahala na if may mag-participate. And then, we participated for 2 days yata yun. Nag-enjoy sila kasi sabi nila, pwede pala kaming makabenta. So, medyo may early inkling na sila to sell kasi nga pinupush ko sila. And then, yun nga, I went to Singapore. I met my mentor. Ito na. Sabi ko, sir, I'm trying to build a community. I wanted to see the potential of my city because I find people so interesting. We're in a small city. It's not a very fast city like Metro Manila, Makati. It's something cozy, sabi kong ganun. Cozy siya. Ganun, ito pa lang yung baby Jean na describe niya what to get was for her that time. Cozy siya, sir. Tapos yung mga tao, parang magkakilala naman kami, parang kung hindi ko siya kilala, may nakakakilala siya, nakakilala ko. Parang ganun. So I find them na at least pag sinabi ko, magalingan mag-drawing, magalingan mag-ganito. O sige, mag-usap tayo, ganun. It's so easy na may ganung connection. Tapos ang tanong niya sa akin, anong position mo dyan kung founder ka? Artist ka ba? Ooh. Tapos it made me think na, parang I have to step back. I had to rethink what I was doing. Kasi maybe I was forcing something. Kasi ang mindset ko, art manager. Oo.
But,
paano kaya?
don't you think there's also an art in building a community like that?
Meron.
Kasi there's a skill eh. It's
Oo.
not that easy to have that confidence na, okay, add ko kayong lahat.
Oo.
I see potential in you.
Oo.
Maybe you're in the hierarchy of the art scene pa if you do that, diba?
Ano lang parang na-notice ko, di naman lahat. Usually, sa mga kilala ko, mostly mga creatives, medyo introverted sila.
Yes.
And alam mo yun, it's hard to put these people together.
Mm-mm.
Di ba? Ayun, nagawa mo.
Pero, yun yung mga parang I had to take a step back. Tinanong niya ako, artist ka ba? Sabi ko, no sir, I'm an art manager. Baka pinipilit mo yan kasi arts management perspective ka. Paano mo malalaman na it's actually working out for them? Na you're not pushing too much of your projects?
May COVID projects ka ba na yung
Yes.
something na nag-start nung COVID?
Yes.
Ongoing yan or nung pandemic na?
Parang mid na ng COVID na siya, some sort of a protest yung ginawa ko through shadow photography. Kasi na-realize ko na yung mga tao online, hindi sila masyadong napapakinggan dun sa mga medical needs technically. So to lighten the path na merong makinig somehow, somewhere, ginawa ko siya through photography. May mga mask shadows, ganon. And then, medyo political yung pagiging poetic ko dun. Na bahala ka kung ma-offend you if you're going to take offense. Pero kung natamaan ka, edi good.
Parang
Ganun,
I
parang
remember
ready
that
ako mang-attack. Medyo ganun siya. May halo-halo kasi yung feeling mo nun na everybody's trying to recover from it. You're angry. You're frustrated with the government.
Tsaka yung ups and downs din, like yung, okay, we're doing okay na, umaayos na yung kalagayan, and then boom, balik na naman tayo sa
Yung mga ECQ, parang yun yung nag-ano sa brain natin na hindi mo alam ano bang gagawin. But also at the same time, I found myself doing art again. Kinolect ko yung mga maliliit na bagay na ginawa ko nung who I was before college. And then I started painting. Ang ginawa ko, kasi parang naghanap ako ng mga kakaibang canvas. Tapos nagpa-fitting ako ng canvas. The blob started there. Maliliit siya. So, the blob, sabi ko, sige nga, itong may doodle notebooks din kasi ako naiwan. So, parang, actually may mga classmates ako, yung buong class, parang merong doodles sila na iniwan sa akin before graduating. So, nagamit ko yun na parang inspiration na simulan ano yung kulay, ano yung atake. And then I started the online exhibition kasi sabi ko, there's nowhere I can put this up on.
What's it called?
It was Come Home to You.
Akala ko yung yung Nowhere.
Now
Hindi
Here.
pa.
Okay.
First online exhibition ako.
Ang
Yun
bagal
pala
natin
yun.
basahin
So
yun.
let's talk about that. So when you look at your collection, pagkita mo sa certain collection na to, does it flash back your specific feeling at that time?
Yes.
Oh, I think this was the time na I was this, I was that.
Yes. Lalo na yung first small na online exhibit thing ko. Yung pinakauna. May video ako na ginuglo ko pa ng normal glue yung googly eyes. Kasi gusto ko medyo funky looking siya.
Mighty Band, gano'n.
Oo, hindi nga Mighty
Elmer's
Band.
glue.
Elmer's glue.
Elmer's glue.
Na parang, oh my God, hindi pala yun okay sa preservation. Pero I enjoyed it. The process of, letting go, of being honest to myself na, okay pala to. Ganun, googly eyes. May mga googly eyes akong nagawa. Yun, parang sa isang blob, merong isang memory.
Tapos, alam mo yung pag naglo-look back ka ba, tinitingnan mo yung old work mo, napapansin mo ba yung how much you've improved din? May nakikita mo yun? Do you feel that?
I think meron naman. Parang mas na habang nung pinapractice ko, unsure naman din kasi ako of anong lalabas. It's parang a matter of time. Sabi nga nila, the more you do it, the more it becomes you.
Yes!
Yes.
Guys, alam niyo na.
The more you do it, the more it becomes you. So, you have to feel yourself in that.
Parang may sinabi sa akin, nakita ko from a fellow videographer, caption niya is, the art you want to create wants to be created by you.
Oof.
Na ano nyo ba?
Yes.
Si Paulo ang nagsabi nito Ay, nakita ko kay Ate Ren, and yun ang sabi daw ni Paulo, like yung nai-imagine mo, ikaw lang makakaisip nun So, yun nga, the art you want to create wants to be created by you.
Yes.
Yes.
Strong
Homegrown.
words.
Homegrown.
I love that. I can resonate so much with that, yeah. And it goes to show na yung sinasabi nilang practice makes perfect. Hindi yun yung virtue natin. Yung practice mo, it becomes you as well. So yung things that you value, that's your practice. Things that are important to you, yun yung practice. Just, let it go. Just be honest. Just say it. Do it. Express it. Yun yung, I think, what I can also advise.
Go, go, go.
Oo. Yeah, in short. Diba?
Don't stop. Go, go, go.
So let's go to your solo exhibition.
Oh,
naman.
yeah.
Yung hindi natin ma-pronounce.
Okay. I'll do it.
Okay.
Nowhere, now here.
Parang
Gamay na.
English siya sa malayo pa pero malayo na in a way. Or was it?
Parang ganon.
Parang
mo ba yun?
ganon. Oo. Yes.
Direct translation, hindi yata. Pero yung message na, parang ganon. Yan.
So tell us a story about how you started that exhibition.
And what's it about? What's it about pala?
Yeah. So di ba sa online exhibition, Come Home to You? Kasi ang ko doon, ang drama ko, kasi nga, in pain ako na parang hindi ko alam, I started losing myself. Bumalik ako sa'yo para malaman ko na nandito lang pala kung sino ako. So, yun, nandito ako, dati wala ako, nandito na ako ngayon. Sabi kong ganun, Englishin ko ngayon. Nowhere, now here. Ang ganda, sabi ko.
Gets. Hindi pala.
Medyo nasa mid ako ng siguro on my fourth big painting. The paintings were kasi 2x3 feet pero irregular shapes. The blobs. So sa bawat month nun, meron akong pinagdaan. 2023 talaga, grabe talaga yung, medyo okay na Nakakalabas na tayo, gano'n, nagpipick up na.
Face mask.
Oo, wala na face shield. So, pumunta ako sa museum kasi they started having programs na interesting. May mga other generations ahead of us na nag-exhibit na merong music, tas pinartner niya with the painting. Sabi ko, wow, multicultural na dito sa Tuge. Parang nagkiklik yung brain ko na to approach them. I asked them na, are you willing to do something crazy with me? I asked the curator, this is my idea. Medyo kabahan ka lang kasi ang dami ko talagang kulay. Okay lang ba sa inyo na very contemporary? Because the way na in-imagine ko siya, sasabog talaga yung kulay. Because outburst of emotions yung nararamdaman ko of noon walang sense. Ngayon nandito ako mas may sense. Parang ganun. Kaya sabog yung kulay. Sabi niya, sige, let's try. Are you okay with August? Sabi ko, yes. Sabi ko, perfect. Are you okay with October? Kasi ang dami namin gagawin. Sige, perfect. Mas marami akong gagawin. How I love being in Tugigaraw. Sabi kong ganun. My early days, I started ballet. Simple lang nun. Kapag uuwi ka from school, magtutusok-tusok ka lang ng fishball sa tapat ng ermita. Pagkatapos nun,
Yes,
di ba?
yes.
Okay ka na sa gulaman. Uwi ka na.
Gis lang yun.
Yes. And then, kapag merong mga times na kino-confiscate nila, bawal lang toys. Pero bibili ka pa rin ng Jackstone. Diba?
Saan bawal?
Sa tapat ng St. Paul meron.
May nagbebenta.
May nagbebenta. And then since kino-confiscate siya, yung mga kuyas, aalis sila dun sa spot nila. Pupunta pa ako ng West Central. Bibili ako ng Beyblade. So yun, yung parang unti-unti ko tuloy na buo yung mga little things but big things. Little details but yung heart mo, mafe-feel mo siya na parang it's an extra feel of love. It's a different kind of love. Little details that makes you grow and makes you feel like you're a lot more human. Those little fond memories na magtatakbuhan kayo at uulan na. Ganon, ino-open namin yung sa corridor ng grade school, di ba may mga doon, what you call, faucet. May mga faucet, bubuksan mo yun, tapos tatakbo kayo. So yung mga ganon, kinolect ko siya, inano ko siya, na sinulat ko siya na why I love growing up in Tugigaraw and why it feels like home so much. It's cozy, it's warm. Everything is 15 minutes away.
Yes.
Hindi siya toxic. Huwag yung dudugtungan.
Naalala ko yung everything is 15 minutes away. Dati, sinusundo ko lahat ng friends ko. Kaya siya ng isang
Pareho
ikot.
tayo.
As
Diba?
in,
Parang di naman na pwede ngayon, no?
pwede pa rin. Pero
Pwede
sa
pa
Manila,
rin.
hindi mo yun
Hindi
gagawin.
mo
eh.
yun.
Kaya,
Yeah. And then, ang simple kasi high school, ganun, kapag meron kayong something to celebrate, pansit canton, right?
right.
Gitara.
Mm.
Yun, like pupunta kayo sa bahay, hindi katakot sa mga parents kasi the parents also are okay na, tita, hangout kami dito ganun. It was that simple na parang how lucky we are we grew up na meron tayong senses, sabi ko. Hindi siya all on social media. Na we get to treasure that so much. So kinolect ko siya in those blobs. And then iba-iba siya of collective memories of me growing up. Yung amoy ng kape na kinuha ko sa MOVA. Ganon na during the na to medyo mas na-appreciate ko siya mga 2019 na ganon na. Ganon lang pala yung kape, 50 pesos pinag-grind ko pa, ganon.
Speaking of kape, sobrang sarap nito.
Ooh, yes.
Coffee.
Shout out.
Shout out. Baka,
Maraming salamat,
Galing.
Kafi.
Masarap.
baka, coffee.
Maraming salamat po. Specialty coffee, yes.
Uy, guys, sorry I'm gonna ask for a short break. Ito kasi may baby bladder dahil sa coffee.
go.
I'll be back.
This episode is proudly brought to you by our platinum sponsor, Ong Pediatric and Dental Clinic. Looking for a trusted medical and dental care for your family? Welcome to Ong Pediatric and Dental Clinic, your reliable partner in child, family, and dental wellness. Located at second floor of Chuables Restaurant, Luna and Magallanes Streets, Centro 2, Tuguegarao City. Dr. Chari Ong, a pediatrician and a healthcare advocate, offers compassionate care for children, from consultations and immunizations. For your smile, Dr. Robert Ong, general and cosmetic dentist, brings years of gentle expertise, from braces and root canals to whitening, crowns, dentures, and many more. Open Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sundays by appointment. Book now at 0917-578-3195 for dental services or 0917-511-3919 for pediatrics. Because at Ong Pediatric and Dental Clinic, your child's wellness and your family's smiles are always at the heart of what we do. What began as a small pediatric clinic has now grown into a dedicated space for healing. From one doctor to a team, from serving children, parents, and even grandparents. For 25 years, we've watched families grow, and now it's time we grow with them. Our vision is to be a trusted family-oriented, multi-specialty clinic known for quality of service, patient-oriented care across all ages. Because your health matters at every age and every season. Tugigarao Child and Adult Care Clinic. Healthcare that grows with you.
Okay, and we're back. Sorry for that.
So,
Coffee kasi. Babalik ko.
Coffee. Sarap eh.
This
Inom
is
ka na
your
inom.
fault. Ang sarap.
So again, nowhere, now here. So, given the story that you said, would you say this is the most fulfilling
Yeah.
work you've ever done?
Yeah, as in, and nung in-exhibit ko siya, yung mga taong pumunta, they've seen me in all the stages of my life na I felt like I was definitely meant to be home. I was nowhere, now here. Grateful, definitely, na nakita nila ako mag-grow and to share our stories together in a space filled with love, with power, to empower ourselves, to be in a space that we feel na we are safer to express ourselves because yun yung parang what we can do after the pandemic, to fill ourselves with some things that we can do. We can create, we can, do something else other than who we are before. I think yun, parang na-fulfill ko yung kwento doon na maraming salamat for letting me share that story.
Yes, sir. Yan ang
Those
homegrown
stories.
mission eh. Talaga. Yun ang goal talaga nitong podcast na to is talagang bring in people who have a story to tell na galing Tuge, of course. Siyempre.
And surprisingly, you being our fourth guest, almost the same lahat ng sinasabi nyo na there's some reason that always brings them home. Diba? Although they had so many opportunities abroad, opportunities in Manila, there's something that leads them to home. Diba? So, speaking of home, what can you say about the current local art scene here?
Ikaw yata ang nag-spearhead ng mga activities dyan if
Hindi naman.
tama.
Hindi naman. It's more of like as an advocate, I support them so much and I give feedback siguro how we can further take the step. As in like maraming nang nangyayari, which is great, definitely. With Cagayan Museum and Historical Research Center and their projects, parang this space that they have, mas lalo kaming na pull in to be a lot more creative na pwede pala namin gamitin yung museum for, brainstorming, creating more works. Actually, the museum is for free if anyone's interested to...
Ganon?
Yes, it's for free. You just have
Wow.
to have your papers, like may proposals muna,
Oh, I
lobby the
see.
proposal, and then si Sir Kevin, the curator, can help you how we can, make it into fruition, di ba? And marami na ring spaces na coffee shops, mas open na sila to having creatives inside. You can sing, you can dance. Like, recently we have yung, I forgot what but we have Yavo Collective. They're reinforcing the arts and music scene here in Tugigarao. Young emerging artists, beautiful people. They get to express however they want to.
Ano ulit?
Yavu.
Yavu.
Yavu Collective.
Ang meaning ng Yavu is?
To ask. So, they started as a literary arts na page. Marami silang sinishare na poems, mga write-ups, everything related to Ibanag. Medyo mas in-educate nga niya on that sense, ano yung mga things we can appreciate. And suddenly, parang nagkaroon ng shift, friends na people got to resonate with what they're doing. And then, lumaki na sila. right now, so they carry mga fairs, so nag-host sila ng mga art markets. So kahit baby fair siya, as in like, kahit groups of artists they support, they get to talk about it. Parang this is such a wonderful time. Ang brave nilang lahat to put themselves out there.
Homegrown ito, di ba?
Yes. So they're doing a really wonderful job along with Cagayan Museum, very supportive. My friends from North Luzon Cinema Guild, so they're also representing us Cagayanos in Europe.
Wow.
Yun. So, yes. So, di ba? And then we get to showcase other films here in Cagayan, generally in Cagayan. So, may mga platforms na, may mga trailblazers, people who are holding the fort for us and for you to also resonate and do whatever it takes to bring out the best in you, I guess.
Yes.
Di ba?
Yan ang goal.
Yes. And ano din, ang dami ng ways to express yourself. And marami na ring events to, to resonate with. So, yun naman ang maganda.
Involved ka doon directly sa Yafu?
I'm only friends with them. I guide them as an ate. Yes.
So ano to?
Youngsters
Yes,
to?
younger than us.
Wow.
Diba? I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of them.
Galing.
Yes.
Nung high school namin, Jin, GSM, Dota. Legit.
Yeah. So, di ba?
Fusion.
So young.
If we had that before, siguro ang ganda din na we had that avenue, no? Siguro starting pa lang, tayo yung growth pains siguro, and then now they're reaping the success of building communities, no?
Yeah. I think ito yung isang magandang effect ng social media. Na nakaka-connect sila, you get to research more information na need nila, di ba?
Siguro yun na yung part ng generation natin. That's our job na to create opportunities for the next batch. Di ba?
That's so true.
Are there any specific artists that you wanna let us know about or mga dapat bang watch out for?
Ooh.
Na hindi pa sobrang, mga up and coming. What do you say?
Yeah.
Painters, photographers, ganyan.
Yeah.
People you can name.
Honestly, sobrang dynamic right now to have a pool of creatives. So, ang nakikita ko is collectively na lang. Just watch out for the events that they're making. Makikita mo how much the city has to offer. Hindi na rin tayo kumokopya somewhere eh. May nakikita na tayong uniqueness within us na find na natin yung identity natin where we actually belong.
Yes. Homegrown.
Homegrown. Do you see a general theme of their
what I loved about the last fair I was in, nagdoodle nga ako na
Anong
actually.
fair yan? What
This
fair?
was in February sa museum. Merong nag-create ng bag niya na tinahi niya. One more time. Meron nag-create ng bag niya na tinahi niya. Tapos, so distinct yung color na parang, sarili niyang painting in a tote bag. Ganun na siya. So, may mga iba na lumalabas na hindi na common, di ba?
Ang galing nun
Yeah. Alam niya, pag narinig ito, alam niya, kilala niya sarili niya. But, may mga ganon na I'm drawn to how unique they can think of their identities already.
Tote bag painter, shout out sa'yo.
Meron pang nagki-create ng mga stickers already na iba nagang yung mga gava, ganyan. Na medyo mas normal. Yeah, mas normalized na siya. Hindi na siya foreign to us. Sa films natin, we have beautiful, beautiful local films. The film festivals are so exciting. Ang dami nilang magagaling manunulat, film directors. I've worked with some. Honestly, like parang where do you get those ideas? Ano yun, tumatambay kayo sa riverside tapos parang merong So yun, like me, meron akong mga references at nagagamit ko na yung mga ganun mga kinalakihan ko to actually expressing my art, which is great. So pare-pareho na kami na mga na-find na namin yung self namin to that element or elements, di ba?
So you really see there's a future in the art scene here in Tuguegarao.
But there are challenges. Medyo matindi yung challenges.
Can you name
Would you mind?
Yeah. Top of mind is a space, more spaces. Another is funding. And third is yung support nila, how they can actually grow and make this as a career.
Yes.
Alam mo no, sana may makapanood nito na could actually contribute din sa ano. I know you're out there.
Please.
Kung sino ka man.
Someone as crazy as us, no?
True.
Who would like put funding and like would trust the vision of whatever we want to happen.
Yeah. Actually.
Di ba?
Pareho tayo. Great minds think alike.
You're in the right place.
Yeah.
So,
Yun yung mga, I think, top challenges na hopefully soon, as we all thread the community together, maka-find tayo ng mga certain people who will support, 'di ba? Na maging mas malakas pa yung force within us, I guess.
So, recently you were nominated for the Modern and Contemporary Art
Nakita ko
Festival.
yun. It's on Instagram. We'll share that.
Yeah.
Support, guys.
Congratulations.
Homegrown.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mocha, for this selection. I truly appreciate it kasi sobrang excited na ako magkwento na taga Tuguegarao ako.
Sa totoo hindi ko alam yun. Ano nga ba yung mocha? Nakita ko lang yun. Tapos Gina
Okay
Boy.
lang.
Nice. Double tap. Pero what's it about?
So, MOCAF is a Modern and Contemporary Arts Festival. So, may mga galleries that would showcase different types of work, medium, artists.
Was this like did you submit anything or they just found out about
emailed.
you? They just emailed you out of
emailed.
nowhere.
Ang galing naman.
Yeah, so,
That's the dream, no?
I'm so grateful,
Sometime.
thankful. Yeah. It's truly such an honor na maikukwento ko siya. And yung work na natapos ko dun speaks about the river and the valley. So yung elements na nilabas ko mas nasa tubig, how I see that the valley is, yung valley kasi for me, yung structure when things are medyo challenging for us by weather, circumstance, economy, yung valley parang pinoprotect niya tayo all the time in physical or in di ba? Figuratively. So parang I wanted to
Ang galing.
Yeah.
Ang galing.
Iyak ka?
Galing mo dun.
So I wanted to talk about how concrete it is. Cagayan Valley. Concrete but also like nasa sayo na yung the rest of the story. Kasi para sa inyo tong kwento na to eh. Hindi lang naman para sa akin. Kung ano ba talaga yung river and valley for you when you come home. So, nasa sa'yo yun.
Happy ako kasi similar yung medyo similar yung idea natin towards the logo of Homegrown Podcast. When I was making the logo, there were 3 important elements I wanted to put. When initially is the color. The color was orange, heat, parang fire, parang ganon.
Afi.
3 elements. Initially was the valley. You can see the valley and then the sun. At the top center, and at the centermost is the home. And then like a homegrown
Paint
podcast.
ka na. It's about time.
No, hindi. I'm just good with words. Joke. Pero yun. Like similar to what you said, isa sa mga important things to me when thinking about Homegrown Podcast is we came from a valley.
Yes.
It's super hot there. It gives us the fire when we go back home. Diba?
Truly,
Galing.
yes.
May pasok mo yun.
Yeah. Ang galing. Kasi yun nga, I think ang dami nating opportunities to see the valley sa isang view lang. Kung tatayo ka sa gitna ng stretch ng Luna Street, end to end, saan ba Luna Street? Siguro maganda yung view somewhere in St. Paul Hospital, ganun. Ewan ko, medyo may widespread. So, pag tumingin ka sa Solana, may mountainous area ng Solana Wood and yung sa likod niya, valley wrapped
Solana
siya.
Wood.
Valley wrapped siya. Pag tumingin ka sa kabila sa cathedral, kasi that's the other end. Yes, may directions. Kita niyo, di ba? Sa other end, valley pa rin
Kita
siya.
sa kanila
Kita
yun.
siya.
Yun.
So,
Ngayon ko lang nalaman.
Yeah, punta ka sa, not endorsing, hindi po to sponsored, Robinsons, rooftop, tayo ka doon, mga around 4 p.m., kitang-kita mo yung waves na nagtatakip yung clouds, yung valley, tas may ibang layer. Tayo ka doon. As in, beautiful view. Punta ka sa Solana Wood, same. As in,
Gagawin ko yan.
nakaikot. So,
I've been there, pero alam mo yun, hindi ko pa siya tingnan ng ganun. Yun nga yung sabi ng the art of noticing.
yes.
No? Yung pansinin mo yung mga ganyan.
Diba? It's the little details that gravitates you to a bigger mission na to evaluate it, to understand why home is home.
Ang galing. Mga sinasabi namin dito. Naipasok mo yun?
Because
Homegrown podcast.
Low
Hold up.
bat na
The
siya.
card is full.
We're gonna take a real short break.
This episode is proudly brought to you by our platinum sponsor, Ong Pediatric and Dental Clinic. Looking for a trusted medical and dental care for your family? Welcome to Ong Pediatric and Dental Clinic, your reliable partner in child, family, and dental wellness. Located at second floor of Chuapo's Restaurant, Luna and Magallanes Streets, Centro 2, Tuguegarao City. Dr. Chari Ong, a pediatrician and a healthcare advocate, offers compassionate care for children, from consultations and immunizations. For your smile, Dr. Robert Ong, general and cosmetic dentist, brings years of gentle expertise, from braces and root canals to whitening, crowns, dentures, and many more. Open Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sundays by appointment. Book now at 0917-578-3195 for dental services or 0917-511-3919 for pediatrics. Because at Ong Pediatric and Dental Clinic, your child's wellness and your family's smiles are always at the heart of what we do. What began as a small pediatric clinic has now grown into a dedicated space for healing. From one doctor to a team. From serving children, parents, and even grandparents. For 25 years, we've watched families grow, and now it's time we grow with them. Our vision is to be a trusted, family-oriented, multi-specialty clinic known for quality of service, patient-oriented care across all ages. Because your health matters at every age, in every season. Tuguegarao Child and Adult Care Clinic. Healthcare that grows with you.
And we're back.
We're back.
Yes, yes. So now we know everything about your art, your history, and your artworks. Can we dive deeper on your other things that you're doing?
Okay, a day in the life then.
Oh, a day in the life.
Day in the life of
What else are you passionate about? Tell us
yeah.
about you.
So, other than being creative, medyo may serious side naman ako. I have small pocket businesses. So, I have a Master Shomai franchise.
Let's
I
plug
have-
it in. Master Shomai.
Yes. The Japanese Shomai of Master Shomai is the best. And,
Ano sa akin? Pork and shrimp.
Okay.
Non-negotiable.
Isa ka dun sa mga lumalaban sa Japan.
Favorite ko yun. Yung pork and shrimp ng Master Shomai.
Yeah. And then, I have Happy Shawarma.
Eh,
Yes.
Is that a franchise o?
It is a franchise.
I thought you made it yourself sa totoo lang.
Oo,
No
kasi
joke.
like the branding,
Kasi yung
ganun,
branding,
parang
it was so
authentic.
you eh.
Oh.
I know. Pero kasi I really love shawarma in all forms. To the point na kahit nag-Japan ako, nag-shawarma ako sa Japan. I have Pop Stop. It's a concept mini mart. So, medyo funky siya. Nilabas ko din yung pagiging artist ko. So, magkatabi sila in Alibabag Food Park. It's along Gonzaga Street, Ugak Norte. If you guys are familiar, please visit. Yeah, it's near Plain Smash, Body Fit Gym. Shout out sa kanila.
Shout out. Mga padron mo na yun, syempre.
Yeah. And then, tumatambay ako kasi ang hilig ko din sa coffee. So much. Yes, I love specialty coffee, the art that comes with it. I also love matcha. So, yun, sa cafe, tumatambay din ako doon.
Now that you've mentioned it, okay lang ba if it's gonna take time, magtatanong ako about sa coffee? Bakit specialty coffee? What makes it special?
So, ang difference with the specialty coffee, may mga graded beans sila. Graded beans, meaning it's
Giniling?
sourced...
Di ba? Parang,
it's part of the
giniling.
process. It's graded. So, may coffee association na nag-grade ng beans. Kaya siya tinawag na specialty coffee because the way it was farmed, merong ding art. May art din to it.
Parang
carefully chosen.
Wagyu na kape.
Correct. Tamang description. It's technically like that. So that's why it's specialty coffee. So I was drawn into that yung pagiging specialty coffee, ngayong art to it, I guess. And may mga different methods, the V60, 'di ba? The espresso. I really like pickleball lately. So, sana maraming mag-pickleball with us. Naglalaro kami sa Versa.
It's a growing sport.
It's a growing sport. Definitely, yeah.
Everywhere.
Oo,
Dami
yes.
kong nakikita lately.
Yeah, so shout out sa kanila.
Going back sa mga passions mo, di ba badminton dati? Minsan laro kaya tayo.
Oo nga, game.
Diba?
Oo.
Huwag mo kaming durugin ha.
Akong
Dapat
dudurog
siya.
sa'yo.
Hindi ako siya.
Anyways, I just wanted to share this coffee part. Sobrang, I would say vital, pero sobrang memorable ng coffee shops to me. Because as a bicycle cyclist and a motorcycle rider, every single time may ride kami, coffee shops pinupuntahan namin. So on Sundays, after a very stressful week, I go to coffee shops and then I just stay there. Antipolo, Rizal, wherever. Tapos kuha lang ako ng coffee. Tapos magkakape lang ako. Tapos enjoy ko lang yung slow day. And then after that, I go back. And then nare-reset agad yung day.
May tongue twister na naman to. May pake ka ba sa kape mo?
Honestly,
yung dati, syempre, cyclist ka lang.
Kasi ang dami mo nang na-try, so...
Gusto mo lang yung caffeine, gumising, ganun.
there were two things na lagi ko napapansin. The ambience of the place. The view of the place. To me, it adds value to the coffee.
Tama.
And aside from that, kasi I'm usually a cold brew guy, Americano. Naka-fast ako during mornings eh. So sometimes, binibigyan ko ng chance. Nag-order ako ng flat white or something na naka-art din. Tapos na-appreciate ko yung, wow, ang ganda nito ha. Pwede kong picturean. Tatabi ko sa camera, sa bike ko.
View.
Sa motor ko na may view.
Oo.
So, di ba? I don't know.
It elevates the caffeine kick na gusto mo. I mean, it rewired your brain. Because one, nutrition. So one, you fasted. So yung neurons mo
Yun
siguro,
nga,
di ba? Parang,
yun yung nagsistick
ang
sa
saya.
akin eh. Wow,
Tapos yung
fasting daw.
ambience, tapos yung moment mo na dinrive mo all the way, I guess it adds to the factor. But do you care about the coffee?
Well, in a way.
Oo.
In a way.
Twist
Pero hindi
may
ako
pake ka ba sa
connoisseur. Hindi ako sobrang like, I can see the taste difference. Hindi pa. Wala pang ganun. One of the final questions na lang is, what would be your message to aspiring artists here in Tuguegarao?
Ooh.
Go.
Siguro number one, write everything, draw everything. Huwag ka na lang matakot kasi ginawa ko na yung matakot so many times.
hit the post button.
Yeah.
Diba?
Just
Post mo yan.
share what you can. And then wag mo ring i-push na meron kang deadline. You wait for your own time. Mararamdaman mo lang din yun. And find mentors that you can resonate with. Because I have my mentors. And I also want to thank them for guiding me through this process. I want to name them Sir Jason Vitorillo, Miss Dayang Iraola, Miss Dindin Araneta, Miss Lisa Periquet, and Miss Tricky Lopa. These are my mentors. And
Shout out sa inyo.
yes,
Yeah.
sila talaga, they are part of how I am growing. And yung mga itinuturo nila sa akin in life siguro. Because we're always working, gano'n. Find mentors. Find mentors that you can resonate with. Write everything, draw everything. Stay unapologetically unafraid. I think yun. You stay authentically you.
Creatives. Alam nyo na.
That is
Yes.
so profound.
Just be you. Mm.
to your supporters, to your loyal
Wow.
supporters.
Supporters!
So,
Meron yan.
where do they
I'm
follow
sure.
you or find you
Yes.
in social media?
You can check my page on Facebook. I have jeaninTransit.art. I'm also on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok finally. Kasi on TikTok, I get to post more about the process, talk about more the process na hindi ko siya normally na share. Kasi mas video-friendly si TikTok. So I'm there. So yan, jeaninTransit.art. And we will always stay in transit.
Is that a website?
It's on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook page.
Oh, okay. Gets.
You're
Akala ko
all over.
dito type mo sa browser, jeaninTransit.art. Ano, bagong domain yun ah.
Yep.
I think that ends. So it was a pleasure having you in
Yes.
our podcast. Actually, this
Thank you
is
sa
the
inyo.
first series.
Thank you.
We really
Jen.
wanted you to be a part of this. And we hope you all the best sa lahat ng mga gagawin mo in the near future. And congratulations again sa
Thank you.
Mocha.
Next series, pag syempre may progression na tayo sa mga things you're doing, we'll have you back, okay?
Yes, thank
Promise
you.
ha?
I also
Oh.
appreciate how creatively unafraid na kayo.
Oh,
Yes.
if only you knew. If only you knew.
It was a process.
Oo,
Ni-
oo. Mm-mm.
Hanggang ngayon, we have our birthing pains, ganun. Pero
Okay lang yan.
kaya yan.
Trust
Kaya
the
yan.
process.
Basta pag homegrown ka, kaya mo yan.
Yes.
Yes.
Kasi,
Okay, hindi ka
we have
makaka-
just some quick questions for you ha. Miko, go ahead.
Hindi ka makakalusot sa
Oh,
questions.
ano to?
na
This is like, parang
Fast
fast talk.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Sige, sana I can answer.
Favorite artist of all time.
Pasita Abad.
Okay. Favorite personal artwork.
Huh? Favorite, sorry?
Personal artwork.
Medyo marami sa bahay. Siguro one of the works of Baby Evil
Maybe.
right now. Oo.
Okay.
In season, yes, right
In
now.
season. Okay. Dream exhibit or gallery to showcase your work. Ever.
Wow. Siguro dream space yung
Sheesh.
sana dream space. Sana bumalik ako or somewhere somehow sa MCAD po sa Benild. Shout out sa Benild. Kasi parang I can be a lot more creative there yung space. A dream.
A dream
Yes.
gallery. Okay. Most used app on your phone.
Instagram.
Same.
Same.
Describe to Gigaraw in one word.
Fiery. At this point, yes.
Mm. Lalo ngayon,
Yes.
especially
Yes.
at these times.
Oo.
Ano lang going back lang dun sa sa most used app mo, Instagram, we're the same. Do you take breaks?
Yeah.
I think you have to, right?
You have to. Just try na hindi ka mag-consume so much, I guess. And then, wala naman tayo masyadong kausap na naman na dun eh. Yung consumption lang talaga, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, so guys, so
Pahinga din.
stop consuming,
Start
creating.
Homegrown
Ipasok pa natin
podcast.
yun. And that's a wrap. Jean, thank you so
Thank you
much.
so
Thank
much.
you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Bye.
Another episode done.